What is going on, you guys? It is Dante here again, and this is going to be our second lesson on Let's Learn Together. And this second lesson is going to be using the hackety hack. And with the hackety hack, I'm going to be teaching you how to ask users for input and things like that. I apologize for the lag in the first video because Hypercam 2 wasn't necessarily working correctly, and now I'm using Hypercam 3. So everything should be well. Let's go ahead and open up Hackety Hack, and let's just go over this like one more time because the lag in the other video was amazing and I tried to make it work, but it wouldn't work. Anyways, so you got the programs here, and when you click on the programs, it shows the code for the program that you did program, and you got your editor as well, so you can program, and when you edit, you can save. And when you do start to edit, you can save. So what we started on was basic Ruby, and in the previous lesson I was teaching you guys how to store variables, and I was also teaching you guys what else did I teach you guys? Oh yeah, how to print words to the screen. Now today or whenever you're gonna watch this, we're gonna be learning how to, oh my god, why is my mind drawing a blank here? Oh yes, we're going to be learning how to ask users for their input and get input and store it as a variable. So we're not going to really be paying attention too much to the lessons over here, because the lessons over here doesn't really mean anything right now unless you want to go through it by yourself. Then you can, and I mean, hey, I'm not stopping you. So we'll go to the editor here, and let me delete everything in the editor so we can start here fresh. Alright, so when you want to save, when you're asking somebody for input, you know what, let's just go over the commands first. So to ask somebody for input, it's a simple command, ask, and whatever you want to ask goes in a quotation because you're going to be asking a string. You're not going to be asking a command. So let's say ask, what is your name? And you have ask, you run it, what is your name? You type in your name. But I'm saying, you know, probably everybody's saying, why are we just asking people for their names and we're not storing it as anything, or we can't really do anything with just asking somebody for their names, which is why we have storing it as a variable. So for example, you want to store somebody's name. You have name equals ask, and now you can ask, what is your name? And that is a string. So name will be saved as whatever the user inputs as their name. So when we run this, it says, what is your name? Say Dante. It does store it as name. So when you store it as name, you can always call it back for previous reference. So for example, we have name equals ask, what is your name? So whenever the person inputs their name, for example, we can call it back and we'll say alert. And alert is to print things to the screen if you didn't catch in on the first tutorial. And we'll say alert, hello, plus, because we do have to add a plus because we are somewhat adding things together, plus a name. So therefore, whenever somebody answers the question, it stores it as name, and then alert, we're going to print hello plus their name to the screen because name equals whatever they put in the text box. So let's go ahead and run this. So it says, what is your name? Now let's say my name is Dante, because my name is Dante. We'll click OK, and it says hello Dante. Run it again. Let's say my name is Paul. Okay, hello Paul. Now we can use this to do a number of things. It doesn't always have to be name. You could say name equals ask what is your name? You could also have location equals ask where do you live? Let's say age equals ask how old are you? And then we'll have an alert, if you guys guessed, and say alert, hello, same as the first time, plus name, of course, plus name, let's say plus another string, you live in, and let's just go ahead and full screen this, you live in, we're gonna go ahead and plus, what would we put there? Location, because the person did input their location. So you live in plus location, and you are plus age plus, let's add another string, years old. So this is how it would read when you do run the program. So it would say name equals ask, what is your name? So you're asking the person what their name is. So location equals ask, where do you live? Age equals ask, how old are you? Now you don't have to put these as a variable. You could store name as N. You could store L as L, Q, J. You could use age. You could store age as A, F, B, whatever you guys want to store it as long as you remember your variables and so that you can recall them when you do need them. So you have alert, and you're going to say hello plus name, so the person's name, plus another string, you live in, plus the person's location, plus and you are, plus the person's age, plus years old, another string. So when we do run this, it'll say, what is your name? Dante. Where do you live? Let's just say let's see, Ohio. And okay, how old am I? 17. It'll recall it. Hello Dante, you live in Ohio and you are 17 years old. The next lesson will be about ifs, ands, if, else's, and ends. And when you do learn if, else's, and ends, you can make complex programs such as, kind of artificial intelligence programs and stuff like that. Hackety Hack will be in the description, so you guys can download it. And it is Dante here at Let's Learn Together, and I am out, you guys. Peace.